Hello, this is Fuel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for August 2020. So, Taurus. Oh, look, this one's upside down. Okay, so I have already cleared these cards, but I always like to shuffle, and lately, what I do is I kind of let them fly out. I don't know, it takes longer. Probably not the smartest thing. Ah! But there you go. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords. Two more cards for Taurus, please. Ooh, that one almost flew out of my hand. Okay. I almost stopped it with my thumb, or basically did. Okay, back to Taurus, 2020, August. August. There. We have the Six of Swords. One more card for Taurus. Taurus. What can I tell Taurus for the month of August? August, Taurus. Oh, there's the snap. It was where? Oh my. Okay, we're going to keep going. I heard it. So, one more card for Taurus. One more card. August 2020. Wow. Let's see. Alrighty. Woo! It's taking a bit, huh? Oh, there it goes. Okay, and the last card, or the third card, is the Queen of Cups. So I'll show you guys right now. I'm kind of limited on space. Let's see, that's better. Okay, so Taurus, August, beginning of the month. We have the Ace of Swords. There you go. Okay, so there's something going on. There's some action going on in the beginning of the month for you. It's on your mind. It's on your mind. There might be some thoughts of making a move. Like making a move. Like I want to make a move. That's what I'm feeling. Like time to make a move. And so that's kind of what I'm feeling. Like that's the thought. Like time to make a move. That's what I'm hearing. We're going to go a little bit to the second card to start looking at the middle of the month. We see the Six of Swords, which also speaks, or actually it talks about movement. Kind of making a decision, choosing to go, either like go somewhere and complete something, to start something new. Some people say it's also about like running and kind of moving on. And yeah, you're moving on, but you still have those problems or things that are on your mind that are troubling you. They're still with you. So they're still with you. So that's about normal though, right? I mean, like in life, you can choose to change a job and you still have the same problems. You still have bills. You still have, you know, a family to feed maybe. You know, if you're having a situation with a family member, an ex, a partner, just because you change jobs or move doesn't mean those problems go away, right? They're still with you. But we see in the beginning of the month that you're looking to take action. You really are. It's on your mind. You're thinking about making a move. And we see that in the middle of the month, I believe you do decide to make a decision maybe a couple of moves, right? There's Six of Swords. Maybe you're doing a couple of moves, a couple of choices, a couple of decisions. Does it mean you physically move? No. It means that you make decisions because they're on your mind in the beginning of the month. In the middle of the month, you kind of come to a mindset and you're like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a decision and see where it goes. And you don't even have to be built up and worried. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to be overwhelmed. You can just make a decision. And once you make those decisions to move forward or step back, then you can move from there, right? So it's like kind of like you hop, skip, jump, you know? Hop, skip, and jump. That's what I'm hearing. And that's okay. We all have to have like the timing, the proper timing. Do we always have it? No. Sometimes things make us make choices. And so in August, we see that you make some choices. Hell, you can even be making a decision just to say, you know what, that's it. I'm over COVID. And although I know it's scary, this is an example. I'm choosing to rent a place and go stay somewhere else, somewhere with greener pastures. Because back here, I'm just not getting nowhere. So I need a break. I need a break from everything. So I'm going to take off. I'm going to take off for a little bit. And I'll be back. That boat's working. I can come back. I can turn it around. But for now, I'm making a decision to go somewhere. So that's an example, right? That's an example. So it doesn't have, it is something on your mind though. So whatever this is, it's on your mind. So are you going COVID crazy? Yeah, you could be going COVID crazy. And it's about you just making decisions in the middle of the month and the beginning of the month. It's on your mind. You're like, I'm going to make a move. That's what I keep hearing. Make a move. I'm going to make a move. I'm going to make a decision. But I think I said earlier, make a move. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. Let's look at the end of the month. We see the Queen of Cups. I kind of feel, let's see, give me a second. Whatever these moves are that you make, it could be small ones, it could be big ones, right? But whatever these moves are, they're successful. They're productive. They make Taurus just a little bit happier, right? This is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is pretty happy. I hear the word satisfecha almost. And that satisfecha is kind of like a word in Spanish when you're like satisfied. You're satisfied, right? Like you ate this meal. It was delicious. So you're satisfied, you know? And I think that's what happens in August. In August, I think you make some decisions about big or small. It could be about love because we do see the heart here, right? The heart feeling with the cups. But I hear that you're satisfied with the moves that you make. Big or small, they may be big to you, they may be small to you. They could be, like I said, a hop, skip, and a jump, you know? Hop, skip, jump. And I feel like in August, that's what's going on for Taurus. Let's see. I just feel in the beginning of the month, there's some things on your mind that you would like to address. You want to take care of it. And you make a move. In the middle of the month, or it's time to make a move. Forgive me. They just corrected me. Time to make a move. And then here we see the Six of Swords. That life is challenging. It's not easy, right? For Taurus sometimes. Because we're the kind of people that we like to think things over. We like to be on point. We like to be on point. We like to not make mistakes. We don't want to be called out on anything. So we always make sure and secure things are done right. And so in the middle of the month, you're making some choices. And I don't think they're like devastating decisions. I think some of them are small, but they make a difference in Taurus's life. They make a difference. Even the smallest thing makes a difference in your life. And Taurus is kind of sensitive in the way that we feel things. We feel it all. So I feel like even though it's a small move to somebody else, maybe of another sign, but for Taurus, it's a big move. Because we don't make big moves all the time. And if we do, we usually make sure that we're on point with that. So in the middle of the month, you decide to kind of make some choices. And some of these choices, they're not huge. Some maybe there is one here. You decide to actually do something big. But some of these are smaller ones, but they make a difference in Taurus's life in August. And what happens is that they're satisfying. We see that you're satisfied in August with the decisions you have made. And so the first set of cards, you start thinking, this is kind of looking like a bumpy road, you know? But we see at the end that making some decisions, making choices that were on your mind bring you to this feeling, which is satisfying. And right now, it's really tough to make some decisions. With everything going on everywhere around the world, I mean, people are having to choose major decisions, and for some others, it's more like, you know what? These small changes can make bigger changes and help me move forward so that I'm okay, so that I'm satisfied. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab this deck. And this deck, I really like it. I don't even know the name of it. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull 3 cards. So one's going to go here. We're going to do another one here. I hope you can see this. I'll show you guys on the camera, okay? A lot of glare today. Hard for you to see those cards, aren't they? Okay, so what can we help Taurus? More information in August to support these cards that we pulled out. How can we support Taurus? Give me more information. That first card just flew. Oh, I think something just came up. God, it's like a sound. There it is, right there. See it? See how it flipped? See how it's different? Right? There you go. See it? So I'm putting it there. And I don't know why today they're upside down. In other words, I guess we're just going to flip. That's what the energy's calling for. How can we help Taurus to support Taurus? In the month of August, Taurus, 2020, 2020, one more card for Taurus. There it is again. Did it flip? It did. Look, see, there it is. See it? So we're going to take that card. All right, so let's see what these cards, how they support what we just spoke about. Okay? So for the beginning of the month, we see that we had the Ace of Swords, right? And that's like something on your mind. And then we see here that I haven't even seen this card before. Family room. There we go. So it says family room. And the card is rather nice. It's a comfortable setting. I believe that, again, in the beginning of the month, you have some thoughts in your mind, and I believe it has to do with your home life. And I think that you're trying to make some choices to make your life easier and better in August. And I think that's what's on your mind. It's about that a family room invites everyone in. It's not only family. Yeah, of course, it's called a family room. But you also bring in acquaintances. Sometimes people share in a family room lots of private information. And also, too, sometimes people conduct business in their family room, right? And so I feel like in the beginning of the month, Taurus is thinking about some issues that revolve around family and bringing stability to Taurus's life. And it's on your mind. And it's good. It's healthy because it looks to me like you're not in a space where the energy is negative. You're actually just more looking to see what changes can you make. Maybe you're just bored. You're just bored right now with Taurus's life, the way things are moving. I mean, we're at such a slow pace right now. It's a great feeling that we've calmed down, that the planet has calmed down, that we as human beings, the energy has calmed down, but at the same time, we're not used to it. So we get bored and the mundane becomes intolerable. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe Taurus needs to, like, what do you call it when you like tighten up things, and like things that are squeaky, you just tighten them up so that everything's running in good condition. Things are moving. And I think that's kind of what I'm thinking you're thinking about in the month of August, is you're like tightening up the screws and cleaning out the closet and editing this to try to create a better family situation, more stability for you, so Taurus can enjoy Taurus's home life, personal life, family life. Okay? Let's go to the next card. So we know that the middle of the month was the Six of Swords. Movement, moving out, maybe possibly coming back, but we see moving, making decisions. So to me, the next card is the Lovers. So, home life, family life, loved ones. We see the Lovers supporting the Six of Swords. So we think that there is some choices being made in August, and it's in regard to someone that you have affection for. Lovers is pretty direct, right? This image has a man and a woman, and this is a statue, but they're showing intimacy. That's what they're trying to express here, intimacy. And this card, it's rather productive, isn't it? Like, it's not depressing and it doesn't show coldness. It more shows a beautiful scene, something you find in a beautiful area, a beautiful home, maybe a museum. So it has strength. It has strength. This card has strength. So I think what's going on is in the middle of the month, Taurus is thinking about making some life choices, some decisions. Once again, big or small, but to make your life run smoother. And it could be that you're making some choices with a significant other to make your guys' relationship run smoother, run easier. Maybe you give it a go and you say, hey, you know what? I'd like to bring some things over and leave them at your place. That's a move, right? Or maybe it's like, you know what? I think I need some more time apart so that I can kind of take care of my family life because I have a family. So some choices are made, but they're made to make your life easier. So if you have a partner, a lover, right? Someone else that you're spending some time with, you're making decisions. And those decisions could be to support the relationship or to ask for space. But to support you, Taurus, it's to support you. And I think it's because you might have family, you might have children, you have responsibilities. And so those responsibilities come first, right? Perhaps you're looking to try to build a relationship with someone, but it's not easy. So someone has to make some decisions to make life easier. And that's fine. That's fine. Because Taurus tries to be in control of themselves. And I don't see like this nastiness or hate in these cards. I feel more like you're just trying to get the job done, trying to get things in order, make life easier, because maybe try to make relationships easier in the month of August, because they could kind of get messy, they could get kind of sharp, and they could kind of drag on. I feel like, you know, this person has some issues, not with themselves, but issues they have to deal with, and they drag on. So could be with a partner, a lover, and you're just making choices, like prioritizing. Let's look at the next card. So we saw at the end of the month, we saw the Queen of Cups. So we saw some satisfaction, satisfacción. Let's see what the card was. Ah, weird. Okay, well, not weird, just different. Marriage. Right? Okay, so that's at the end of the month. Okay, so I feel like, okay, so it says marriage. That's an obvious card. Possibly, yes, of course, marriage. But let's look beyond that card. Let's look beyond this. So what do we see in the card? We see a male and female energy. We see, again, like I said, satisfaction, right? These people are agreeing to make agreements. A permanent agreement, partnership. They're looking to celebrate. And that's what we see towards the end, right? We saw the Queen of Cups is satisfied. She's satisfied at the end of the month, or he or she, Taurus. And then we see the card of marriage. Well, the card of marriage talks about agreements, partnerships, achieving a goal. Maybe here we have two parties trying to achieve a goal, and they've made a decision, maybe to set a date, to move on to the next steps. Maybe it's not literally marriage that we speak about in August, but there is a commitment with another party. And we see it goes rather well for Taurus, because I feel like you're satisfied. Maybe this isn't only about marriage. It's about partnership, agreements. So maybe Taurus is trying to get something resolved, like we said. And at the end of the month, you get a positive review. You get a positive sign from another energy, which makes you think about this, a marriage. But a marriage can be about many things, right? It doesn't only mean man and woman, or man and man and woman and woman. I mean, you've heard the term, oh, he's married to his job. Oh, you know, I think I've heard like people say, oh, that was a, like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I want to say it right, and it's not coming out. I'm going to keep going back. If I can remember it or feel it, I will come back to it. But that's what we're talking about at the end of the month, is that Taurus is rather satisfied with him or herself, because we see that the marriage card supports the energy of I got something done this month. I stepped, like we said, hop, skip, and a jump. So I made some choices, and those choices helped me, big or small, but they helped me to move forward at the end of the month with another party. And it's crazy. It could be the smallest thing. Like I think I said, oh, I can bring a bag of clothes over and stay with my lover, my partner. That's a big step. But sometimes people can't even get to that. Some people can't even communicate. So I think in August, Taurus kind of achieves a goal, big or small. They you build them, and you put them like in little clusters, and they allow you to kind of move to the next step in partnership, in a marriage. This could even be talking again about uh, a friendship where you're able to connect again and agree. This could be about an ex. You were once married, or you had once had a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a partner, and for some reason now some choices were made in the middle of the month that allow you to be able to have good communication and be able to relate to the other side, to the other party. Not bad. I like, when I read, I like to see the possibilities and the production. I feel like growth is important. Feeling like you're making strides to move forward in your life. And I feel like that's what's going on in August for Taurus. Okay, so I like that. We're going to pull a card or two. Let's see what happens here. And I will try to make some mid-month readings, or excuse me, readings. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. Let's see. Show me a card for Taurus for guidance, wisdom, growth, maturity, longevity, to teach, heal, help. One card. Ooh. These cards are kind of a little bit hard to shuffle, but they'll fly out. If it doesn't pop out in the next few shuffles, I will pull. Oh, there it is. I love that. Okay, so what do we have? Oh, 2 flew out. Perfect. 3 flew out. Okay, let's do them. All right, the first one I saw, well, actually, the first one I saw was the moon. So it says, take note of intuitive messages. So it's like, follow your gut feeling, right? And usually the gut feeling, if you're clear-minded, if you're not in stress or worry, if you don't have swords all over you and you're kind of freaking out, you could follow that gut feeling, right? Take note of intuitive messages. That's about, you hear a song and it kind of tells you something. You find something on the ground and it's telling you something. You hear something and it clicks. That's what that's about. The next one, I saw the second, was the hunter. So the hunter is track down your fears and desires. Oh my. Woo, that's kind of hot. Okay, I don't know, the hunter's kind of hot here. But okay, let me get serious. Track down your fears and desires. So I think this is already what we talked about in the middle of the month, about you kind of making some decisions, some choices to help you have a better life, to create something good that works for you, Taurus. And maybe it could work for someone else, because maybe there was a couple of kinks in the middle, in the beginning, and previously. And so Taurus is kind of thinking about, how can I make some adjustments? So here it says, track down those fears and desires and maybe give it a go. Make some changes. Big or small, they're changes. And you're making an effort to move forward. The next card is Guardian Angel. You are not alone. And I think that talks about your spirit guides, your angels around you, trying to send you the vibe, trying to send you the energy, like, so that you can receive the messages. You're not alone is because maybe when you make choices, Taurus, you truly are not alone. Your spirit guides, your angels, maybe your spirit animal, energies from the past, family members that have passed on, they're there supporting you, trying to help Taurus to move forward. I know I count on past people of my life that have passed on, family, friends, historical figures. I use them as guidance. And maybe that's what this card's about, is about you looking for some of that guidance, because you're not alone. You're being led to try to make good decisions so that Taurus has a good life, a satisfying life. We only have one turn here on this planet, at least. And so I think we just got to try. We got to just keep trying. We cannot give up. And making these changes, these like, I feel like tightening screws and like kinks, like things that are bent and then you just straighten them out. Like, I feel like that's what I'm talking about in the month of August. And that helps Taurus to move forward. And we saw that some kind of commitment or understanding is achieved. And it might not be 100, but it steps towards this. All right? And being satisfied, being content in the month of August. All right. So that's my reading for August 2020 on Feel the Soul. I wish you all the very best, good energy, good love. You know what I'm hearing? Manja, manja. And I think that, I don't know where the hell that's coming from, but I think it's Italian. And it means eat, like be happy, like fill yourself up, feel good in August, man. Like, I think that's what that means. I hope so. I'll have to look it up. But I think what it means is just like absorb it, take it in, live, love, give it a go, try. Don't be afraid, Taurus. I know we're always careful about what we do, but make those small changes or big changes for us, okay? All right, I'm Feel the Soul. God bless you, and I wish you the very best in August. Bye.